hard work and determination of our area athletes. This is The Score on WQAD News 8.
Good evening and welcome to The Score Sunday. We have hit the postseason trail for local sports teams on both sides of the river. We even crowned some state champions this past week in track. Coming up on tonight's show, we will talk with a couple members of the Moline Girls Soccer Team. The Maroons just won their first regional title in 8 years. Now they prepare for sectionals. Sherrard Baseball just pulled off a big upset to win their regional championship. The Tigers are knocking off the top seed to claim that title. We will talk with the Tigers. Our FCA Story of the Week features Jeff Parsons, who will be moving on from Animal and Weathersfield. And the Moline Girls Soccer Team just won their third sectional championship. We will talk to them about winning that sectional championship. But we start tonight with a couple players from the Moline Girls Soccer Team. We have Caroline Hazen and Carson Kupfer with us. And first, yes, in case you're wondering, this is my daughter. Just to get that out of the way, this is my daughter. I've never interviewed her before, so this is going to be fun for both of us, I think. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Okay, she says yes, so I'll start with you, though, Caroline. Kind of talk about this team and winning regionals. I know it's something that you ladies have been wanting to do for 4 years. You've kind of been looking forward to this year of having so many seniors. What was that game like on Friday when you played Manuka?
It was amazing. Just the whole atmosphere was amazing. I don't think I've ever been on a team that was more motivated than this one. So you could feel that energy, you know, right when the whistle blew, the first whistle blew. And I think throughout the whole game we were confident and we knew we had that game in the bag.
She says you guys were confident. Were there nerves? I mean, you'd played Manuka earlier in the year to a 2-2 tie. Were there any nerves for you ladies?
There was definitely nerves in the beginning, and then once we scored the first goal, everything kind of eased up, and then we got the second goal, and then we kind of knew from there that we kind of had it in the bag.
Was it, once you scored the second goal, kind of hold on for dear life? Because they did kind of put some pressure on you ladies at the end of that game. They got a red card, so they went down a player, and 10 players, they always play a little bit tougher than 11. So getting that regional plaque when the clock hit 0, how special was that for you ladies?
It was super special. I mean, we knew we had to work the whole game. Manuka wasn't going to give us that easy. So I think the second goal was kind of more of a relief, but we still knew we had to play to the final whistle, and when that whistle blew, it was a great feeling. We were all so happy. So
to be that first team in 8 years kind of puts your name amongst all those other teams out there in Moline soccer history. What did that mean to you?
It means a lot because we all put in so much work to get here, and so it just feels really good that we got the outcome that we wanted.
So the next step, obviously, is you move on to sectionals. You play a team that you're pretty familiar with. You play Normal Community, a team that you played earlier in the year. They beat you 6-3. But again, I think that was game 3 for you ladies of the season. How much have you grown since that game?
We've grown so much. I think just coming into the season with a younger team, we've all just learned from each other, you know. Our freshmen have been, you know, learning from us. We've been learning from our freshmen, and so I think we're so much more prepared going into this game. And I think kind of winning the regional championship showed that too. Without
giving away, obviously, the X's and O's of what you guys want to execute out there, what kind of is the game plan? What are you kind of focusing on the second time around playing Normal Community?
Well, since the last time we played them, we kind of know what we need to do, who we need to stop. Our defense knows what they need to do to not let the attackers get by, so we just kind of work from there and see what happens.
She mentioned the defense. You had 3 freshmen and have 3 freshmen starting in the back line and a senior goalie in Jasmine Cunningham. How much have those 3 freshmen grown up this year?
So much. I mean, it's amazing to watch them, you know, seeing them, these nervous little freshmen, you know, stepping into these major roles at the beginning of the season to now where they are now just winning a regional championship. I mean, the way they communicate and talk with each other and just grow from each game and learn from each other, it's incredible. I love to see it.
Has it been fun, not just to watch them, but watch even some of the other players? I mean, I know you tried to play sophomore year and COVID took that away from you, and now you're back, your senior year obviously playing. How much have you grown? How much has this team as a whole grown this year?
I've grown a lot since the first game that we've played, and also so as a team we worked better together as a team more than we did in the beginning of the season. And yeah. So
Talk to me about Coach John. He's obviously a motivator. He's somebody who likes to yell and scream at times, but he's also there to encourage and things like that. How much does he kind of push you guys to where you need to be?
He pushes us a lot. He's an intense coach, but I really appreciate it because, I mean, you need an intense coach when you're going into postseason in these types of games. So just having him there, like constantly motivating us, constantly, you know, making us change to fit to the game and who we're playing, it's really helpful. So.
How much do you want to remember this season, not just for the wins and losses for the regional title, but for the fun things you did. I know you recently had a kickball game at practice. You have dance parties, things like that. How much do you want to remember that kind of stuff?
I definitely want to remember it like in years past so that I just know how much fun I had this season, and I think that we will be able to remember because we have so much fun having dance parties, playing kickball. It's so much fun.
So you two have probably known each other, I think, since kindergarten, is that right?
Yeah.
And you've been playing soccer since, do you know when?
I don't know. It's been a long time.
Since we were very little.
Yeah.
Since you're very little. I can prove that. We have some video here. Jeff, go ahead and roll this last piece of video here that we have of these ladies here.
Oh,
This
no.
is a picture of you guys, I believe 8 years old, playing in a muscatine tournament. Do you remember this?
I think I do. I
I'm
remember
pretty
the little shoulder holder things.
Oh yeah,
Remember
and
those
I'm pretty
for
sure we won too. I think
So
I
this
think
was,
we won.
I believe, 8 years old down at the muscatine tournament. Obviously, you're playing for Moline United at that point. Did you ever imagine at that point, and you both can answer this, that you'd be at this stage, seniors, winning a regional title?
I don't think that I would be here.
Yeah, me neither. But I wish I knew it at this point that we would be here because it'd be so cool, seeing us now. If our little selves could see us where we are now. So.
And I know that was something Coach John just recently talked with you guys about. Is like play for her, playing for that girl. Is that something you can remember and maybe bring that into your sectional game when you play normal community?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it goes through my head every game that I'm so grateful to be where I am right now, and all the times we spent, all the hours we spent at soccer tournaments in the past have just led us to where we are right now. So.
Well, go ahead.
And every game before, we always say play for her just to remind us to get the motivation we need to win the game.
Well, ladies, congratulations on the regional champion. Thanks for being good sports and letting me show that picture. Whether you wanted me to show it or not, I was going to show it, and you can blame one of the moms for that. I'm not going to tell you which one because then I'll get in trouble. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
All right, time for our first break. Up next, Pioneers' pursuit of a championship. What has Allman playing at such a high level on the pitch? We find out coming up.
I mean, the left bunker's a good bailout, isn't it?
QAD News 8.